Hello, patriots and liberals. Bonjour, patriots and liberals. Today we'll be looking on who's on the Canadian money. This is a Canadian 5 cents and Queen Elizabeth, late Queen Elizabeth on there. And in most Canadian pennies, there's just the Queen on there. We're going to be looking at who's on Canadian money. Let's look at the notes. On the $5 note, it's Sir Wilfrid Laurier, who was the 7th Canadian Prime Minister. It has a very nice design with the maple leaf and then the words Bank of Canada, Bank to Canada, which is very beautiful and nice. We also have up here, you can't see it on the piece of paper, but there's these little braille marks for the visually impaired. Plus, we also have these yellow dots which make counterfeiting very hard to do. We also have a Parliament building and the letters 555. Let's take a look at the back. In the back, we've got the Earth and we've got lots of space stuff about it. Plus, Wilfrid was the first Francophone as Prime Minister. Let's look at the 10. Now, bear in mind, I'm not Canadian, I don't live there, so I don't have all the Canadian notes, but I have 2 10s, so let's have a look at them. Now, this is a very interesting 10, as this 10 is vertical, and it's got Violet Dresden on the front of it, which is a civil rights woman from Nova Scotia. And here we've got the 150th Canadian $10 note with John A. Macdonald and other very important people in Canada. They also had a $10 note of just Sir John A. Macdonald, but I hear they're recalling all of them. Let's look at the backs of these. On this 10, it shows all the seasons of Canada and shows all about Canada. As you can see, like the Northern Lights, as you can see the Rockies, the fields of Alberta, the forests of BC, the Arctic. It shows all of them. She is the first non-royal woman on a Canadian bill. Now, let's look at a 20 with another royal on. This is the $20 note with the late Queen Elizabeth II on, Queen of Canada and many other countries. As we can see, it's the same layout as the 5 with Bank of Canada, Bank of Canada, with the numbers 20 written all over it and these yellow marks to prevent counterfeiting, which is a very nice green design on it. Let's look at the back. I remember getting this a long time ago. Remember buying a very nice note. Oh, and we've got lovely roses on the note, which just show how lovely it is. There's also this pattern on the note. I don't know if it's counterfeiting or something, but I've just noticed it's a lovely pattern. You can't see it with the naked eye. If you have very good eyes, you do. This is a monument, Canadian National Vimy Memorial, with the Canadian flag there. All these details I've never actually seen. Of course, I think all notes have this, but just to say, there's a little reminder of this braille up here. I haven't seen any of these online, but is there a King Charles one? Because if there is, I need to get my hands on one. Is there a King Charles one? Comment down below if there is one, because I'd love to know. Plus, you can also see the watermarks of the late Queen Elizabeth there. Now we come to the $50 note with William Mackenzie King. Fun fact about him, he thought he could communicate to the dead, and he thought he could communicate to his dead parents and dog, which is very sad. Same layout again as the 5 and 20, Bank of Canada, Bank of Canada, Banku, I don't know. But yeah, I haven't mentioned it, but I've noticed, I love this maple leaf here. Do they have the same pattern? I want to see. They have these patterns. Yeah, it's a 50, which is very cool. We also have this, which basically just says $50 and the same in French, because everything on here needs to be bilingual in English and French. Let's take a look at the back. on the back is the Canadian Coast Guard ship patrolling the Arctic, which I think it's so lovely because it's Canadian, and this is like the true north, strong and free. And there's even a Canada on the map. I just realized there. Wow, and these are some nautical stuff. And then these are the same things to stop counterfeiting. This is the serial number. And yeah, wow. This is the research icebreaker, as we can see on there. So this is wonderful. This is wonderful, as we can see the watermark there too. It's amazing. This is Sir Robert Broughton, who was the Prime Minister of Canada during World War One. I do not have this note, but he was the Prime Minister that introduced this temporarily income tax. But as we know, it stayed for good. These are all the Canadian dollar notes. Thank you very much for watching. I'll head back to me in person. They're thinking of putting Terry Fox on the $5 note, but that is unconfirmed yet. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a very interesting video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much. Please comment down below what you think about this video. And thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Subscribe. Hello. Is this working? So I need to charge this. Can't be asked. No microphone today.